You're watching World TV. Kindly subscribe to our YouTube channel for more videos. Click on the subscribe button and the bell beside it. These will notify you once we drop a new video. Thank you.
Normally, on a very good day, I would have said I don't want to dignify her with a response. But because the issue at hand requires or involves a minor, and that requires me to give a response based on how I truly feel. Yeah, as you can see, I am very busy. And on a normal day, I would have loved not to dignify her with a response because the calling me out is needless. It is uncalled for. I am still going to challenge anybody to tell me, including her and those calling me out, they should point out to where one single path, any word that I have said or any action that I have done to prove that I said the young man, a senior colleague, Baba Ijesha, is not guilty of what he's been accused of, or where I said he is guilty. As an adult and a member of the voting public, I owe every individual the duty of care. I have asked for a decent society. But the fact that I have an NGO on human rights called Break the Silence Foundation, it doesn't mean that at the end of the day, I will be saying what I don't fully know or what is not totally complete. And if people expect me to castigate Baba Ijesha based on lesser information available to me, as at that time, even the police that are prosecuting him, they don't even know the full story yet. They don't know what transpired. Take, for instance, as at the time I was asking for caution, if we were already accusing him, lambasting him for raping, and then police came out the way they came out and said, from all indications, the only thing that they can substantiate is sexual assault. There's a difference between stealing and armed robbery. If somebody had gone to steal maybe groundnuts, it's different from going to say he had come to rob a bank. And that is why, as a society, we owe it a duty to always say what we see and have documentary evidence. We must be honest. Even when you see, in judging others, even the real judges, that is why they kept provision that even if a judge rule on a case, you have right to appeal if you think the judge had made a mistake. That is a judge. How much more somebody like me? But it is almost presumable that, maybe he's trying to just avoid it because he involved his colleague. He is trying to, he doesn't want to condemn because his colleague. Who on earth will come out openly and say, I am in support of a rapist, or you know that the person actually did it, but my colleague know that I don't even know the true story. And when I put up a statement that I cannot categorically condemn him yet, it is safe for us to wait and let the investigation be concluded. I don't see any reason why anybody would think, and if I advise you that he's already in police custody, going on to throw him to social media without allowing the full course of the law, he's having a problem already. Even if he's going to face the music, he's already down. And from my own background, there is no dignity fighting whoever is on the floor. Can you even imagine the said video, the first one they released, he's seen remorseful, he's seen begging. Even if you look at it, they've torn his cloth, he has been assaulted, he has been battered. But he is still remorseful, he's still appealing. And this, my colleague, has even seen all that. And you still want to subject him to social media trial when the original trial is still going on, and you want people to judge the way, because you've seen it. It is nice, it is good that she's reacting from the angle of a mother, of a victim. But you're running dead mirror. Because at the end of the day, it's going to be sending a wrong signal, like, why are you jumping the gun? And that is where we are today with social media. And that is giving even the politicians an ample opportunity to say, okay, this social media, we'll use it to bring anybody down. That's why the politicians are saying they have to regulate this. Because at the end of the day, even when the law is taking its full course, the impatience on social media always ruin things. And trial can never be done on the pages of newspaper or social media. It must be done in the proper and certified way under the law. But be that as it may, it's so sad that a senior colleague is involved in this case to this level. But if you're going to ask me again, I will still ask that now that we've seen the video, purportedly a confession or an apology, we don't know what led to the apology. We only saw that his clothes has been torn away and stuff like that. I would have expected that since there is a CCTV footage that has captured him with that crime, he won't even know he has been captured. He won't even know there is an evidence. Then he will be picked and will be tried properly. But now, it looks like he has been battered, he has been messed up, and then he's still going to be sent to court to be judged again. They've already found him guilty, they've already punished him, and they will still send him to court to still be punished again. We are still having a problem with our laws, because there is a difference between you walking into a place and finding a minor abusing an adult, abusing a minor, and you reacted immediately, than you seeing the evidence and you decide on what to do. If you now take time to decide on what to do, and your decision is to put the laws into your hand, it is still also a criminal offense. We don't want crimes, but we must understand that to be found innocent, you must ensure that you act under the ambit of the law. I am speaking from the angle of the law. Somebody expects me to be speaking on the angle of sentiment. Where would that take us to? Not even on social media. 99.9% of those people bashing me don't even know the true story. They don't even know the true picture. They are only hearing, the man molested a baby, and you are asking for the picture. Who asked for the video where a child is being molested? You want to see a porno on social media. You are now comparing with Baba Sue. Crimes are crimes. Early accusation without full trial is where I am trying to compare that. Don't rush to judgment. If the entire movie industry or entertainment industry are not careful, and if they have screamed rape, and the police are saying, oh, this time around it's not rape, it is sexual assault. Those screaming rape wanted him to be kept in police cell as well as prison indefinitely until the trial is done. Even if the trial will now say he is innocent, but he might do the trial for 3, 5, 7 years. The person who is saying that is not even honest. And I said I don't want to be seen as a dishonest person who will see blue or who will see red and scream, who will see white and scream red, or who will see blue and scream danger. So it's not because people are not supposed to react. People are free to react. It's a serious crime. A minor is involved. We all should be together to look at how do we sort this. What is the mental state of this girl? What is the mental state of the guardian? And we have to also investigate. Where are the social services? They have to question who is the guardian. What is the procedure? What is the legal framework of giving custody of that child to the adults? Who has been checking Since you gain adoption of that child from that tender age before 7, not until she's 14, who is that social worker that is assigned to that family? How come you did not know that a child that was given for adoption has not been molested 7 years? How come you, as a social worker, they used the child you gave for adoption to even experiment to catch somebody, to catch a pedophile? They used the child you gave out to go through trauma again, just because they want to corroborate and to make a point. We have a problem as a society, and we will have to understand that we don't even know what children means. We don't know what minor is. If that man can do that to a child, if you are the original mother, your child tells you, I touched this thing and it shocked me, I get electrocuted. You said, well, I want to know if the man actually who put that wire there, puts a naked wire, go and touch it again. A normal child will not want to touch it again because he has been through fire. He survived by the grace. That child will not go back and touch that fire. So which child will have gone through molestation that can identify a molester? And then you say, go and do it again. And if that child should accept, it means maybe that child is under duress. And if that child should be used, it's because that child does not have the power to say no. That means a little child has been exploited and messed up, and that is a huge crime. In some countries, if you are known to have done that, if you have used a child with that, you can never enter their country again. Because that means you can be careless with children. Or money in Ioluwa. At the end of the day, you realize that the whole case is becoming, I don't even deserve to be called out. I don't even deserve to be messed up with. If people do not understand what I'm trying to say, that I will not want to rush into judgments. If you are looking at it from the angle of the fact that he said that because he is careful, his colleague is involved. It's my personal opinion. Whatever I say does not stop anything. It doesn't stop the police in finding whoever is guilty. And as at that time, we don't even know the charges. And if you also think I am careful because I don't want to be so judgmental, or I didn't take it so serious, it is your cup of tea, because it is not true. Even rapists don't like to be raped. Not to talk of me that I have no idea of how raping, I only know it is a bad thing, but it has never even occurred to me. I don't have a latent for that. And at the end of the day, society is so porous on social media. Instead of people who have serious crime, if you have serious allegation of rape, instead of rushing to social media, you have police stations around you. Go and talk, even if you don't have evidence. Go and talk to the police. But if you know you are lying, if you know you are only saying that because you want to bring somebody down, you will go there and still talk what will send you to prison. Because false alarm, false accusation is also punishable under the law. And if that is going with your name, you might not be able to get a reasonable job, even travel out again, because the courts and the judgment, because the accuser will not be looking. He will make sure he publishes that judgment everywhere with your name. And if your accuser and get to know you want to get appointment somewhere, or you want to become a governor anywhere, or you want to become a honorary member, or you want to work in any bank, he also have the right to write to them that this person is a criminal, is an ex-convict. He lied, she was raped, so time. Rape is a sensitive issue that we should not trivialize it or use it for vengeance. We should understand that there are true and honest victims. You must allow them and give them privilege to come out and come forward. Adults, true adults, anybody above 18, they can be sexually attracted to themselves. One adult can be attracted to 3, 4, 5 people, provided they are adults. That is promiscuity. That is not sexual harassment. Any adult, I'll tell you, I can pick interest in the wife of a president. If I ask the wife of a president, I would like, ma'am, I'm interested, I love you, I'm sexually attracted to you, and he will tell you, don't do that, don't say that to me again, I'm married, you know that, please don't say that to me again. He won't say, police, go and arrest him, because I'm the wife of a president. When I didn't use force. The same way the wife of a president cannot have feelings for me and tell me, I'm the wife of a president, then I must date you. Nobody must date under compulsion. If you accept willingly as an adult, you are responsible for your actions. But the society we live in, especially on social media, a lot do not understand human rights. That is why, with the depth of knowledge available for human rights, they don't know why they are bashing me. They saw somebody, they play it into their head, and by and large, whatever it is, I've forgiven everybody. Because the truth of the matter is, I didn't feel it at all. The only way I felt it was people were expressing concern, my loved ones. But if you look at my own fans, I have groomed them in such a way that they always balance stories. Because before anything involves me, I have been educating them. I hope my fans that do it. And my fans they won't be running like who they will bring down because of their numerical advantage. Don't do that. If I didn't come forward with you with any proof, don't fight behind me. And even if I accuse anybody, you must ensure you give the other person opportunity to defend or to express him or herself. That is a society. That is a sane society. So that is just my opinion, and I'm working, and it's been hectic. And trust me, we'll get there as a nation when people that understand better on human rights keep talking and keep expressing themselves. Because when you stand by what is right, only few people, except you're living in a balanced society, will understand you.